Welcome back, everyone. Today is October 19th. It is currently 9:33 a.m. Today's video is going to be about accepting the present. As we go through life, what tends to happen is problems arise, circumstances change, events occur, and what I've found is that even with myself and a lot of people I know, there are times where we spend a lot of energy kind of wishing things were different, reminiscing on the past, reflecting on the good old days. And there's a few problems with doing that. Primarily, it pulls us out of the present moment and keeps us in the past, or potentially puts us in the future, where either sadness or anxiety lives respectfully. People who are stuck kind of wishing things were the way they used to be back when they were a kid, back when, all their friends lived with them, or certain things were happening in their life, are spending more time and energy wishing things were different rather than focusing on how they are. People who spend a lot of time worrying about the future can oftentimes experience a great degree of anxiety, which then again pulls them out of the present moment, but then causes them to potentially suffer twice, particularly if their future thoughts are negative or worrisome. And even if the person is thinking about the future and what their future life is going to be like after they're finished working hard or grinding for their goals, what happens is that because they're out of the present moment, they are unable to enjoy this present moment. They're essentially leaving their happiness and joy for a future state, and they are gambling on the fact that when they get to this goal, that's when they'll be happy, or that's when things will be okay. Which then brings us back to the focus of this video, which is to focus on the present and accept the present. Ultimately, your life is your life, and all you have is this present moment. And all you'll get is this present moment, and the only guarantee you have is this present moment, which can be tremendously liberating. It essentially enables us to have agency in our day-to-day life to take actions to either resolve kind of what we think we lost in the past or prepare for what we hope for in the future. Ultimately, we should focus on this present moment because it is the only place where we can really experience joy, fulfillment, and contentment. Focusing on the present allows us to actually experience some degree of positive emotion or to have a degree of stoic resolve about the present situation and whether or not it's good or bad. When we exist in the present and accept the present, we are able to actually interact with and change the present and ultimately reorganize our focus so that we can be living the life that we actually want. So for a lot of people, sometimes they leave the joy and happiness to the future when they've achieved something, thinking that the achievement of that goal will give them the feelings that they desire. The only thing that gives you those feelings is actually having them in the moment. Accepting the present. So rather than waiting until you've achieved your goals and you have the financial success you hope, and then you'll be happy, accepting that the journey you're on is the path that will potentially lead you to the places you want to go, and accepting that and allowing that positive emotion to exist in the present. Similarly, when you reflect on the past and the things that were and the things you wish still existed, it essentially means that you're just continuing to suffer the loss instead of focusing on what is available to you in the present and what opportunities and options are laid open in front of you. So a good example from my life. I had some close friends who I was having dinner with on a regular basis and training jiu-jitsu with, and we were very close, and they kind of suddenly moved. They left for Ontario, and the potential and possibility of them staying in Canada was kind of potentially in the air. As time passed, life pulled them in a different direction, and now they're heading back home to Brazil. And obviously, I feel a degree of sadness about this situation. I would love it if my friends still lived here and we could train together and hang out. But if I simply focus on, those good old days when I used to meet my friends all the time, it prevents me from taking action in the present moment to extend my hand and to offer options and opportunities for people to come and hang out with me and spend time with me and build new friendships. And that doesn't mean that I have to just let go of the old people and say, well, they're not in my life anymore, so we just won't talk or hang out. But understanding and accepting that because they're so far away, that the only real relationship I'll have with them is primarily digital. And that's okay. Accept it for what it is and enjoy and appreciate that. But also start accepting the present moment and looking for opportunities for the things you want in this present moment. So for me, reaching out to new people and offering them opportunities to hang out, come over to my own place, to grab coffee, to connect. So to finish up the video, the best thing you can do is to just accept the present moment, accept your circumstances, embrace them, take ownership of them, and then take action to start building the life that you want to live, but still enjoying this present moment and this process of the journey that you're on. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Take care. Goodbye.